Welcome to the inaugural SAGELANDS Triathlon in Osoyoos, BC, the third race weekend in our 2023 season. Before we jump into our athlete briefing, first and foremost, thank you for choosing to race with us. The following briefing is meant to be an overview of what was presented in the athlete guide, which was sent to you to the email you used to register for the event. The SAGELANDS Half Iron will offer a number of unique challenges in the swim, bike, and run. Being the warmest lake in Canada, and given the time of year, there's a strong likelihood it will be a non-wetsuit swim. The bike course will be familiar to many who have ridden or competed in the Okanagan, as it includes the famous climb up Richter Pass. Finally, the run will be on a combination of roads and urban trail along the lakeside. Average temperatures in July are morning highs of 14 and daily highs of 30. Please familiarize yourself with the rules of the race. We are a Triathlon BC sanctioned event, and all of the rules that you as an athlete are required to know can be found on the Triathlon BC website. Some key rules to take note of. This is a non-drafting race. You must wear a properly fitted helmet, and it must be buckled before you can unrack your bike. You may not mount your bike until you have 1 foot over the mount line, and that line is found up on the road. Earphones are strictly prohibited for both fairness and, most importantly, safety. If you wish to change clothing from swim to bike or bike to run, you must do so in the porta potties in transition. By rule, there is no nudity allowed in transition. Package pickup is available at Legion Beach on Saturday, July 15th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, July 16th, race morning from 5:30 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. In order to pick up your race package, you must have government-issued photo ID. No ID, no race package, no exceptions. Only you can pick up your race package. We strongly encourage you to pick up your race package on Saturday, check in your bike, and familiarize yourself with the venue. Transition opens on race morning at 5:30 a.m. Please ensure your bike frame is on your bike before accessing transition. Timing chips will be given out under the Sports Stats tent outside transition on race morning. Transition closes at 6:20 for all athletes, and a final race briefing will be held 5 minutes before your race start time at the swim start area. Please note that only banded athletes will be allowed in transition. No kids, spouses, coaches, or dogs, please. Please remember that there are no bins, bags, stools, foot baths, or extra gear that you are not using during the course of the race allowed beside your bike, and it will be removed to the perimeter of transition during the swim. Please leave extras in your car or with your support crew. Once we have finished our final race briefing, we will get the race underway. All long course athletes, so individual half iron, half aquabike, and half relay, will start at 6:30 a.m. All athletes starting at 6:30 will be wearing fluorescent yellow swim caps. Please ensure you are wearing your event swim cap that has been provided in your race package. The bike course leaves transition, making a couple of quick turns to get out onto Highway 3 and the challenging climbs of Richter Pass and out towards Karamios. The long course is a 1-loop 90-kilometer course. Our bike course is still open to traffic, and athletes need to be aware of their surroundings and obey the instruction of traffic control personnel. There are 3 aid stations on the 90K long course bike route. The first at approximately 23 kilometers at Nighthawk Road and Highway 3 outbound. The next at 45 kilometers, the halfway point, on Daly Road at Furco, and 67 kilometers inbound on Highway 3 at Nighthawk. Aid stations will have Sport Top water, Sport Top orange Gatorade, bananas, and goo gel of assorted flavors. There will be toilets available at each of the aid stations. Please respect the community that has welcomed us and only use the toilets and dispose of garbage at the aid stations. Note there are 2 cutoffs on the bike course. The first is at the halfway point. All athletes must reach aid station number 2 at 45 kilometers by 9:30 a.m. The second bike cutoff is at transition. All athletes must be back at T2 to head out onto the run course by 12 p.m. Athletes not making those cutoffs will not be allowed to continue. The run course is a 2-loop out and back through Osoyoos and along the lake. Athletes will exit transition through the tunnel and take a left out onto the run course. There are 2 aid stations on the course that you will pass on both the out and the back. Aid stations will have water, Stratus electrolytes, assorted goo gels, pretzels, and salt tabs available. There are two run course cutoffs, the first being you must be on the run course by 12 p.m. and the second cutoff is at 1:30 p.m., at which time all athletes must have started their second lap. Upon completing the second lap, athletes will run down Kingfisher Drive, making a left onto 89th Street and down the finish line chute, completing the course. Finally, we thank you for coming and racing with us in a Soyuz for our inaugural test event. Dynamic Race Events is a Canadian-owned race production company that aims to host locally crafted race experiences. We could not do these events without the tremendous support of our volunteers and the triathlon community. We look forward to seeing you in a Soyuz.